Hello, this is Mohammed.
Hey, Mohammed, how are you? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Everything is good. I was calling because I got an email from you regarding an offer, and can I just want to know is this legit?
It is a legit. It's a subject to offer. It's a creative financing offer. We're looking to buy houses that we can take over through subject to or seller financing for our rentals. I'm not sure if that's something that your seller would be interested in.
Well, I just presented an offer to them, and
Sure.
I mean they were not against it. So they say that they would like to move forward. So how will we move forward with this?
Sounds good. So, do you want me to explain how the process works so you can let your seller know, and then I can tell you what I need so that I can run better numbers and make a formal offer? Would that be okay?
Yeah, of course.
Or
Yeah, let
do
me
you?
know. So what do you need?
Okay, so I need a mortgage statement, the most recent mortgage statement from your seller. Since you're going to be taking over the payments from your seller, right, on closing, and based on their equity, I don't know how much equity they have. If they have a small amount of equity, we're just going to pay all the equity off on closing. And if they have a large amount of equity, we're going to make a down payment on the equity, and rest of the equity going to be paid over time with a balloon period on it. So we need to know what kind of loan you're going to be taking over, what the PITI is, mortgage balance is, and the interest rate is. I'm assuming that your seller does not have any other loan or any arrears in the house. Is that the case?
Well, I mean, the property does have two loans, so it's
Okay.
yeah, it is two loans on the way that they bought this property.
Oh, okay. So they have two loans in the property. We can take both of the loans over, but the thing is, I just want to let you know ahead of time. We're buying this for rental, so you have to make sure that if we take over those two loans, we still can cash flow on the house, right? We don't mind taking over two loans. We did that before. We also took over reverse mortgage in one case. So I don't know if you could send me some information, like maybe the PITI from each one of those mortgages. Maybe I can run some number to see even the house will cash flow or not, and then from there I can move forward with the formal offer if you want.
Okay, got you. All right. So right now, basically, all you needed would be just the statement mortgage of both of them.
Right.
Okay. And then what happens if let's say if you just are equal or less to, will you still be wanting to move forward on this property or no?
No, in that case, we're just gonna let you know that hey, we can't move forward with this property.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It figures. But if you were to cash out equal, like, to whatever you're spending, would that still be something you guys will be entertaining of or no?
Yes, we will entertain that all this as long as we can break even, right?
Okay.
Let's say the mortgage is, for an example, 2,200, right? And let's say we can rent it out for 2,250, right? We're gonna be like in $50, you're not making anything. We will take it over because we are looking at it on 7 to 10 year, like 5 to 10 year run, not 7 to 10, 5 to 10 year run, right?
Okay.
So the rent rate gonna go up, the house gonna appreciate anyway in 5 to 7 years, right? So that's what we're looking at.
Okay.
For sure.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say if something was to happen where the mortgage is not being paid and everything, what happens in those type of scenarios?
Great, good question. So what we do is we go through the closing the same way as a traditional sale, right? We have a title company that we use for your area. We use a title company called One Source Title, and when One Source Title, okay. So what we do is we actually go through the same process of closing. On the closing document, there is a specific, a separate document included, which has a performance clause in it. So the performance clause basically explains that our company is responsible for all the payment related to the property after closing. And if we ever default on a single payment of the seller mortgage after closing, the seller can take the deed back of the house without any foreclosure process. Means that they don't have to wait. They don't have to go through the foreclosure process to take the house back from us. Okay.
Okay.
We service all the loans through a mortgage servicing company, so we do not ask the seller to give their bank information to us. So we use a mortgage servicing company who take out the money from our account, make this payment every single month, and your seller will get a statement from the mortgage servicing company to stay updated to make sure that we are not in the default situation, which never happened, by the way. Like, we own a loss of door, it never happened. But the mortgage servicing company will send a statement to your seller to ensure that we have made the payment on time and they are all good. And if that ever happened to happen, let's say by year 3 we call in bankruptcy, right? Your seller can then go back to the title company that you closed with, show the proof that we have missed a payment, and the title company can give them the document that they need to fill out to file with the county to take the deed back. They don't have to go through the foreclosure. They have a trail of document that says that we defaulted. That means they can just take the house back from us,
Okay.
and they can resell it. We lose everything in that case.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It's just, I'm just calling because it's too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? So it's sometimes it's skeptical with everything that is going on. I mean, I just presented it to them, so they were interested. They didn't mind doing the you guys taking over the mortgage, which is not an assumption, which I did told them that. It was just, basically maybe they'd be renting it or however it is to do their stuff. But yeah, they were not opposed to getting it done.
Right. And trust me, I mean, if people stay skeptical, and some people willing to listen, like you willing to listen and understand, some people just calls me to just do a steamroller on me, which is totally fine. I understand it. But the thing is, in state level, in every single state, the real estate is built to protect the consumer, not the investors, right? So if we buy this kind of houses through this kind of policy, this kind of buying process, it's in the HUD, by the way, to what is it called, subject to. So the title company have to close on it. They have to make sure that they don't get sued, because if we screw up a seller, they can get sued. Be like, hey, title company screwed us over, right?
Yeah.
So they have to maintain the rules and regulation of the state. So that's what I tell people. I'm like, look, if we was trying to just, to take over the house and wanted to default and lose all of our money, we will be out of the business. As I mentioned, I was totally upfront with you. If the house doesn't cash flow, I'm not going to make an offer. I'm just going to let you know, hey, these are the rental, rate that I'm seeing. I don't think we can make a deal happen. That's what happened on my Florida house this morning. Somebody sent it over to me yesterday. I ran the number this morning. I sent him an email like 30 minutes ago. I told him like, hey, we can't do it because we don't want to default, right?
Of course, no, I totally get it. I mean, if it makes sense for you, then definitely move forward. If not, then why to even waste the time? I totally get it.
Exactly. I appreciate you listening to me, though, by the way.
No worries. I mean, I was intrigued because, like I said, I know there's people out there that are looking to do these moves. It all depends on the seller side. Some people are attached to the home or attached to the mortgage, and they're just looking to clear out. So, I mean, they rather just have the money into something. But again, it's whatever we can get first, until things get cleared out at the end of the day. He's looking to get his own stuff on his name now. So that's something that they're working on. So, I mean, in the meantime, we can figure it out our stuff on our end,
Sounds good. Awesome. Yeah. Send me those mortgage statement for both of those loans. I'm going to run some number and get you something by today, for sure.
Okay. And then do I have to reply to that email that you sent, or is it okay until I send everything maybe Monday?
Yeah, you can just send everything by Monday, no problem. You can text it to me on this number, or just reply back to that email with the mortgage statement picture or like a PDF document. That should be fine by Monday. Perfect. And just text me here on Monday if you send it to me via email, because I get a lot of email, so I can just go back and check to make sure that I got everything. Okay?
No problem. Sounds good, man. No problem.
All right. Have a good day, and have a good weekend.
Have a good one. All right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.